and welcome to another moment of pause. I was reading some articles about someone who recently been victimized and read the comment section. Never read the comment section, but read the comment section and was completely disheartened. I'm not even sure that disheartened is the right word, but disappointed, saddened, heartbroken by the many people who would say things like, well, maybe they didn't do anything this time, but they must have done something before and this is just justice. It reminded me of this sociological term called victim discounting. And victim discounting occurs when someone who is victimized is blamed for their own victimization, or their humanity is discounted. So say, here's an example, say there's a young man who in his youth committed some crime such as, I don't know, tagging a building, or was a member of a quote unquote street gang, and then later on, a couple years later, he was victimized or harmed by police or by someone in his community. The way in which this person's life is talked about, regardless of his current situation, recalls all of those things that were associated with him in his youth, or in her youth, whatever the case may be. That's called, again, it's called victim discounting. Again, it means that we are discounting the humanity of the individual, and they become reduced to what they may have done in the past. So then that person who has been victimized is now called known gang member, or for a woman, I don't know, a woman on welfare, right? So then we discount who they actually are. And the reality is we all have a right, every single one of us have a right to live a life free from victimization. That's just humanity, right? We have a right to our humanity. And so I would encourage each of us to, as we see current events, as we see people being accused of certain things, or being harmed in some way, if the first thought that comes to our mind is, well, what's the other side of the story, and they must have done something, and this must be some sort of recompense for something that they've done in the past, we have to stop and think about, how is this thought denying their humanity, and then what does that look like in action, right? I honestly believe, again, that we all have a right to humanity. I honestly believe that we all have a right to live. I honestly believe that we all have a right to live free of victimization. And so we have to question the power structures. We have to question our own thoughts, our own biases, if we want to create a more just and equitable world. See you later.